Gents, I just want to pause the episode for a moment to let you know about the Strong Men of Value Academy. You will have heard me refer to it a number of times, and I want to bring more attention to it. So this isn't just a program, it's a life-changing environment and community of men who are focused on personal and professional growth. We're looking at areas of relationships, wealth, and health, things to help you thrive and maximize your life. Imagine having bi-monthly one-on-one coaching sessions with myself, weekly group coaching calls, and an incredible brotherhood of high achievers by your side. Now we're diving into resilience, leadership, and holistic growth to not just succeed in your career, but to thrive in your health and your relationships. Your journey to greatness, it starts here. So join the movement and you can apply for the Strong Men of Value Academy. You can head to themanthatcanproject.com to find out more. The Man That Can Project podcast, a podcast empowering career-driven men to live more fulfilling lives. We are here to challenge your beliefs, redefine success, and talk about the important stuff in a relatable way. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. My name's Lachlan Stuart. Let's get into it. Do you know what you want from your life? It seems like the most simple question, but whenever I ask you, you struggle to answer it. It blows my mind how few people can really answer that question. And I was once in that position as well. And I also use this common excuse, and you may use it regularly too. I don't know what I want, I don't know what I like, and I don't know where to start. Oh, and probably sprinkle on top, I don't have enough time to figure it out. All of those things are valid if you choose to believe them. But the one thing that will be certain with that is that you will never figure it out. You will never figure out what you want unless you change your answers. I wrote a post today talking about making a new decision can completely alter your life. So if you are sitting there right now, and it's running through your head, well, what do I actually want? And there's nothing coming to mind. Then this is going to be the best episode for you. This is going to help you get on the path to figure out what you want from your life. Because when you think long-term, right, when you decide what you want from your life, you decide, okay, these are the things that I would like to experience. These are the materialistic possessions I'd like to have. You can then go, well, what kind of man do I need to become in order to achieve that? Because who you are right now is not going to, have that. Otherwise, you would already have that. You're going to have to grow. You're going to have to unlearn things. You're going to have to shed layers. Right? It's not possible any other way. So if you're not prepared to do that, then you got to ask yourself, well, is that what you really want? I want you to be in that small percentile of people who are certain around what you want. You are certain around what you need to learn, what actions you need to take, and how you need to show up in order to achieve that. That is what's important to me. So let's go back to that original question. What the fuck do you want? Take a moment. And here is what I would do. I would spend 30 minutes. And if you're driving or you're somewhere right now, make note to find time in your calendar, whether it's, I would say the sooner rather than later, because anything you put off, you generally will not do at all. But schedule time in your calendar where you've got 30 minutes of undisrupted time. You've got a notepad and pen in front of you, not on your phone, notepad and pen. And you're going to answer that question, what do I want? And that can be, what do I want to experience? What do I want to feel? What do I want to know? What do I want to learn? What do I want to have? Okay, and just write. Don't get caught up on whether you feel it's possible for you or not. Don't allow those limitations that you've learned from a young age, right? We spend so much time as children and as young adults being told what we can't do. Like, don't jump in the pool. You might land on your head. Don't run on a slippery tiles. And to be fair, both of those things that I've said are probably good advice, but You get where I'm going with that. Many people tell us what we can't do because out of a place of safety. So we spend so much of our younger years being told what we can't do, we never really explore what we can do, what we can have, who we can become. So step number 1, schedule time, 30 minutes minimum. If you've got more time available, you're a champion. Utilize it. And go through the questions that I mentioned earlier. Go back and write them down. And do it. And send me through what comes up for you, right? And don't, like I said, have those limitations. Just write. Set that 30-minute timer, just write. Brain dump anything. Even if you're excited by it. Maybe something you've seen on Instagram, someone you know has achieved, felt, had, or you admire about their character traits, and just brain dump it. Absolutely brain dump it. Because what you're doing by writing that down is you're creating yourself a to-do list. The most important part in change, apart from making that decision, or actually the first and most important part, is making the decision that you want to change, right? That is the most important part. But if you're listening to this and if you have scheduled that time in your diary and you're prepared to spend 30 minutes minimum writing the next down, I would say you're backing your decision up. Because the next step is what turns a dream into a fucking reality. It's where you create that to-do list, the things that you've now written down, and you start doing them. Because none of us know for certain what we want. We have a preconceived idea of what we think we want based on the experiences that we've had today, based on the people that we spend our time around, based on what content or information we consume. It all influences what we think we like. Right? It's why most people are stuck in the rat race, right? Most people think, act, and behave the same way, but the people who fall in that category are some of the most unhealthy, unfulfilled, and unhappy people out there. So I want you to be mindful of that. If you want to do different, if you want to experience different, if you want to feel different, make different decisions. Make that to-do list and start trying them, because what's going to happen once you start ticking things off your to-do list that you've created there? What do you think is going to happen? You guessed it. You're going to work out from experience whether it is something that you actually feel you want or whether it was just an idea, right? Whether it was something that maybe you were infatuated with. And when you're ticking these off, you're becoming more experienced in your life. You're becoming more experienced in understanding who you are as an individual. And when you have a great or more experience and a greater understanding of who you are as an individual, when you sit down to answer that question, what do you really want? It's going to be so much fucking easier for you to make a decision. Don't just sit there and hope that one day it's going to land in your lap and you're going to go, that's what I've been wanting. Don't get me wrong, it will feel like that. The moment that you do something or you experience something and you're like, oh my God, I want more of that. You're going to feel like you lucked out. But when you know that you've taken time to write it down, to make some decisions, to take action, it's not luck. It's pure hard work. And that's what you need to do. I know how I found a career that I love, how I've grown myself into a man that I'm proud of, how I've created a loving relationship and awesome environment and lifestyle for myself was from taking action. I went through things that I liked the idea of, and a lot of them I turned out, hey, I don't like this. Let me get as far away from this as possible. But there were things that I stumbled across, even skills, right? Or small experience that I was like, I need more of that. How do I get more of that? How can I incorporate that into my daily life or my weekly life? So I want you to think about that. What do you want? Because I don't want you to go through life with a vague idea. I want you to get clear on what you actually want. And if you don't know what you want, you don't know what you're going to work towards in your future, right? And if you don't know what you're going to work towards in your future, you're going to have that sense or lacking sense of purpose. And for you to show up as your best self, right? Our mission, or my mission, is to help you maximize your potential, to take ownership for your life, because I know when you're taking ownership and you're taking responsibility, you're going to show up. You're going to show up as the best version of yourself, whether that's as a business owner, an employee, a father, a brother, a son, a role model, a mate. you're going to do it better than you've ever done it before. You're going to inspire people, and you're going to have such a positive fucking ripple effect on those around you. That's what I want for you. But what do you want? Take some time to go through that now. And if you found this episode helpful, make sure you share it with some mates, because every time you share it, once again, you're helping be a part of the ripple effect of men that get helped by the Man That Can project. And remember, be sure to jump on that waitlist for the Strong Men of Value Academy. Spots are opening up, or the applications are opening in 3 weeks from today. So make sure you get on the waitlist so you're notified first. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you guys tune in on Monday, where we've got an episode with George Shepherd and Liam Shepherd. It is an absolute cracking episode. Very interesting, actually. Very insightful, and one that will get you thinking so much differently to how you're currently thinking. Thanks for the tuning in, gents. Have a great weekend. Thank you for listening to the Man That Can Project podcast. My name is Lachlan Stuart, and I hope you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful. If you did, please take a moment to rate and review the Man That Can Project on your favorite podcast platform. And don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with our newest episodes. We'll see you again next time.